Hi, this is Scott from Bricklanta, and in this video, I'm talking about the BrickTrac LEGO inventory management software, and I'm going to go over the concept of batches. In short, batches are how BrickTrac keeps track of pieces and sets that you've purchased. Knowing that information gives you a few advantages over not knowing that. First of all, if you're selling LEGO, BrickTrac uses that information to let you know your actual cost of goods sold, which is critical business information. Batches can also be used to automatically part out sets that you buy. But even if you're not selling, you can use it to know the actual cost of your collection or inventory and evaluate which purchases and types of purchases worked out the best. Before we go on, one important question: do you need to create batches? And the answer is no, you can absolutely live without them. But I recommend it, and they're pretty easy to set up. So let's go ahead and do that. Step 1, how to create a batch. Batches live in the business options form down here at the bottom of the main menu with the money symbols. Currently, and I'm in build 70, there are 5 tabs in the business options. We're going to talk about the first one, purchase batches. So creating a new batch is as easy as filling out the form at the top here. Every batch needs a name. Use something that you'll remember easily, is unique, and is short. This name is what you'll be selecting later when you're adding parts. Let's go with garage sale on Peachtree Road. Okay, next is the date you acquired the batch. The default is always today, but I got it last weekend, so let's change this to November 14th. Great. Now notes. Notes are just for yourself. Since the batch name should be short, this is where you can add detail that you might want to remember later. It's totally optional. So maybe there's nothing I really want to remember about the garage sale, and I'm going to leave it blank this time. Seller. This one is optional too, but I do remember the person's name, so I'm just going to include it here. James P. Sullivan. And last is the price. Again, totally optional, but always include it if you can. This is what gives BrickTrac its power. I paid with a $20 bill, so that's it, and we're done. Now I hit Add New Batch, and BrickTrac has a question for me. Did this batch include one or more new sets that I want to part out? In this case, I'm going to leave that for another video because parting out is a concept in reselling that deserves its own explanation. So we're going to say no, this garage sale just had a bin of used parts. And done. That's it. You can see in my batch list here, garage sale on Peachtree Road is one of the batches, November 14th, 2020. And over here on the right, you can see that it's active. Active means that when I'm adding parts to my collection, this batch will be one of the options I can choose from. Once I've sorted everything in this batch, I can come back to the menu and click it to make it inactive, and it won't show up anymore. Okay, so we're going to move the business window aside, and we're going to do step 2, show you how to use the batches. So I'm going to go into the Add Loose Pieces to Inventory form, and again, details on how to use these forms are in their own videos. You can see that the very first option on this form is Select a Batch. And when I click it, you can see that garage sale on Peachtree is there, but McKay Bricks, which was not marked active, is not, right? So if you buy a lot of batches, it would be very helpful to keep this list short just to make it a little easier for you to select from in the future. And then I would just use this form as normal, selecting parts to put in my inventory. But in this case, it assigns it to that batch. Let's try another example. I'll close this. And let's say that I know that the in this batch there was a set. So I need to sort pieces into the sets. And the easiest way to do that is this Add Items to Set by Set form. And you can see that it doesn't ask me what the batch is on top, but it does have this grayed out B button. And if I select it, I can still select the batch. And you can see garage sale on Peachtree Road is here. That McKay Bricks is not, which was inactive. And when I select it, the B button turns gold, and the title of the form up here changes to let you know that you're sorting from the garage sale on Peachtree batch, just to keep you, up on that. And then you can just add as normal. So that's it for batches. Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get notified when new tutorials get posted.